Hello and welcome to Platt Lane. We have a very interesting lacrosse game for you tonight between MMU Men's and Loughborough Men's. Your commentary team today is myself, Ed Tucker, and I'm joined by Kira Reynolds, who is here for some expertise that I severely lack. The weather out there has got even worse after the football. It is now cold, windy and absolutely pouring with rain, so we may see some slipping and sliding, but hopefully that won't affect the game too much. We are looking forward to a good game today, and it's a tough one to predict as both teams have stumbled slightly at the beginning of the seasons. Both teams have been given a bit of a beating from Durham Men's. And on score comparisons, Loughborough may be favourites, but MMU are coming off the back of a win in their last game, which can be key for the mental side. Kira, you used to play the game. What are you expecting to see today?
I'm expecting to see a good game. The conditions are pretty bad, to be honest, so we'll see how it pans out, but it's looking good.
Quite a physical game as well, men's lacrosse. So someone who's not that experienced with it, it should be interesting to see. The women's is a little bit different. What are you expecting to see the difference between men's and women's?
The main difference is contact, and the men's, it's a bit of a rougher game, to be honest. Well, I've had some pretty rough women's games, but men's in general, you are allowed a lot more contact, so it's going to be difficult with this weather, but it should be good.
Yeah, I would not want to be out there playing right now, and I think it would be even worse to be a ref. It is horrible out there, as you could probably tell from our cameras, and if our background sound goes, it's because the mic has died in the rain. Game should be kicking off any minute now. They are a little bit late, apologies for that. So I've got some team news here. So for MMU, we've got Kobe Thompson, number 1, 64, James Fletcher, 21, Jacob Brindale, 14, Finley Taylor, 13, Tom Sutton, 11, Jake Blair, 19, Will Hurst, 4, Will Alsop, 23, Corey Carver, 22, Sven Shane, and 3, Will Greaves. That is your MMU team. For Loughborough, we have number 7, Luke Woolard in goal. Number 44, Max Hopley. 27, Max Maycock. 5, James Daniels. 52, Aidan Johnson. As we move up the pitch, number 31, Hayden Kreitz. 21, George Batty. 22, Joe Mint. 20, Christian Morgan Hughes. And number 17, Josh Kenner. And then in the attack there is number 9, Vincent Cugno. Number 76, Max Glibbery. Number 16, James Alexander. And number 26, Patrick Partis. A couple of the Loughborough players actually do train with the Dutch national team. That is Luke Willard, the goalkeeper, and Hayden Kreitz, the midfielder, and I think they are both captains for Loughborough today as well. Loughborough generally considered a very good sporting university, but they have been struggling a little bit in lacrosse this season. They've had 3 games so far, and they've lost every single one of them. 5-17 loss to Nottingham Men's, a 5-17 loss to Durham Men's, and a 0-19 loss to Nottingham Trent Men's. MMU are doing a little bit better. They've got 1 win in 4, but it's not looking great either. Last week they won 2-10 against Leeds. They lost 4-22 to Nottingham Trent. They lost 20-1 to Durham, and they lost 15-3 to Nottingham as well. Not great from either team, but sometimes that can make for a good game. What do you think you can expect?
And they're looking pretty head and head at this point. It's not like one's really further than the other. Should be a good game.
Yeah, it should be tight. As I said, both teams not probably doing as well as they want to be, but so both we're looking for a win today, definitely. Sorry for the delay in the start here. I think the conditions and a previous game have slowed it down a little bit. Okay, we're back again. Sorry for the delay there. Something has slowed this game down, but it looks like they're about to start. Lacrosse is an interesting game for those who don't know much about the rules. Players have to be in certain positions in a field. You can only have 6 attackers and 7 defenders, including a goalkeeper at any point in time in one team. And you don't have to start either side of the line like more conventional games like rugby or football. So I think the face-off is coming now to start. And we're off. Bit of a battle for the ball straight away. Definitely getting stuck into each other. MMU have come away with it though. Little pass in. Oh, shot over the top. Could be an MMU ball here in the turnover. Not a turnover at all. I think the players probably desperate to start playing because it is horrible out there. You definitely not be standing too still. MMU have the ball here. Just passing it around, looking for an opening. You can also run behind the goal in lacrosse for those who are not well versed in the sport. Oh, good save from the keeper there. I think MMU have the ball again here. So when the ball goes out the back, whoever is closest gets the ball. A little run here. Pass behind the goal. Trying to work a little bit of space. I mean, you're just holding the ball here, don't want to lose it. Loughborough just trying to sit back and defend, not make it too easy for MMU, not committing too many players. Little run here though. Pass off. I think that was a big save there. Kira, you mentioned that you played in defence in goal before. I mean, how terrifying is it being in goal, having that ball zipped at you?
It's not easy. I can tell you it's not easy. I mean, and on a day like this as well, we'll be feeling probably not feeling too great. But it's a good position to play. The goalie as well has a lot of freedom in lacrosse. They can step out the goal, they can come up to that centre line. So yeah, it's quite a good position to play, but it's not easy on a day like today.
The men are lucky enough to actually wear helmets, but in the women's game, don't wear helmets.
Absolutely not, and they should. They really should, because it's not an easier game at all. You just deal with more. But they don't know. It's not as contact on paper, but if you've watched any women's games, you'll see that it is often quite rough.
Yeah, I mean, when those sticks go flying about when it's congested, I saw a few girls get hit in the face last week and it did not look fun.
Oh yeah.
They're definitely tougher than me.
I mean, myself, I've had a few injuries in my time, being smacked in the face. Just one of them, part of the game.
Oh, and there's a goal for MMU. Sorry to cut you off there, Kira. So that is 1-0 to MMU. Good start there. I mean, they've been very dominant. It's been all in the Loughborough end so far. And and there's the restart there. Loughborough with the ball now. Loughborough attacking her. I think MMU have got the ball back here and they're looking for a quick counter-attack. Big cross the middle pass. Oh, not quite taken well there. Picked back up again by another MMU player. A little flick around the back pass, but Loughborough picked it up. He's smacked his stick straight out of his hand there, which I don't think the ref is particularly happy with. Or in fact, they've given it to MMU. Maybe he thought it was an infringement from the Loughborough player in the first place. A little shot there, but I think it either hit the post or it was a little save from the keeper. Well done there to the Loughborough goalie. Very physical game, this Lacrosse. Someone who had not particularly seen much of it before in my time, I was blown away by how much they smash the life out of each other on a regular basis. It's a bit like hockey, but not on ice and in the air. Oh, little pass in there. Couldn't quite get taken by the MMU player. And Loughborough get it back. But MMU have chased it down. A little bit sloppy at the moment, I think. I think that rain is definitely not helping, and it is very windy out there, so I don't imagine it's very easy to control the ball. MMU were trying to make a little run there, but I don't think the ref was very happy with it. So Loughborough now have the ball. As you said there, the keeper's just stepping out of his area, just trying to assess his options, everyone giving him a bit of space, so we could see a big launch down the field here. I mean, really coming out of his goal, he's almost at the halfway line. Finally passed off by the keeper as Loughborough looks to go forward, but they've lost it again to MMU. MMU are looking very good here at the moment. As we know, Loughborough's form has not been great this season, and they'll be hoping for a better result than they've been getting. Keeper's done very well there, charging up his goal to pick that ball up, and now he's going for a little run down the left-hand side. Oof, a solid hit to the body there with a stick, but he doesn't even flinch. He's kept going. He might go for this himself at the moment, all the way from the back. Oof, well saved by the MMU keeper. Not many a sport you see a keeper run the whole pitch and go for a shot, but this is one of those sports, and I think it makes it very entertaining. And not many where you can smack someone with a stick and get away with it. I think Loughborough have a bit of a free throw here. MMU having a little turn to defend here. Equally just trying to sit back, not open up too many spaces for the Loughborough players. Not make that goal too open and obvious. Lacrosse is also a very quick game. There is time limits for almost every area of the pitch. I believe in the men's game, the goalkeeper has 4 seconds to get it out from his crease. I think there's 20 seconds to get it out of the mid into the attacking end, and I think you have 30 seconds to shoot, so it is a very fast-paced game. Oh, a big shot from a little bit of distance away there, but well saved by the MMU keeper. And there you go, you just heard the ref there just saying about the 30 seconds time limit. Shot from number 20 there for Loughborough, Kristen Morgan Hughes. How fit do you have to be to play lacrosse, Kira? Because I mean, it seems like a lot of running, but it also seems like a lot of taking a beating and still running.
It absolutely is. You've got to be quick in lacrosse. Speed is probably the main thing. It doesn't really matter what position you're playing. You've got to be quick. Yeah, fitness is going to be peak. It's a hard game. It's a tough game to play.
No, it definitely looks it.
Yeah. MMU just passing it about here.
Just looking for that little bit of space. Oh, he's trying to run through. Little lift of the stick. Oh, little low down shot. Is that number 4 for MMU? Will Allsop, I believe. I think MMU have the ball here behind the goal. They'll be looking to add to their lead. Oh, big run in here. Dangerous. I think the keeper or the defender there has blocked that well. And they're in possession now. The Loughborough keeper is Luke Woolard. As I said before, he's training the Dutch national team, and I mean, so far this game, he's definitely looked like one of the star players for them. He's been very confident with the ball. Running out as well, leaving his goal exposed, but confident in his ability to get back if needed. Long ball down the line there to number 52 for Loughborough. Not quite come off for them though. They have managed to keep the ball here and they're on the attack. Little pass across, number 9, and that's a goal. That is Vincent Cugno for Loughborough, so it's 1-1. Lovely little pass across for a nice finish. Also, for those who don't know about lacrosse, it is a game of 4 15-minute quarters. Or maybe 20 in the men's game. Actually, I'm not sure myself.
So we're coming back to a reset now.
I mean, these starters are difficult enough to win on their own. I think you've got to be a pretty brave person to go up for that middle ball there. Big run here from Loughborough though. Number 20, little pass off. Ooh, good taking the keeper. And he zips it down the line. Ooh, tried to snatch it there from Loughborough, but number 23 or 21 there for MMU doing very well to keep it. Ooh, he has lost it in the end. Now Loughborough attack. A lot of smacking of the sticks. I think MMU have robbed it back, and he's now going for a big run down the line. That is number 1, Kobe Thompson, with the ball. Little pass to 23. It tries a really powerful ball into the middle there, but it doesn't quite come off. One of the managers is out there in some sort of plastic bag, as he did not bring weather appropriate clothes. A bit of a stumble between the legs there for number 4 for MMU, but they've kept it. Back to number 4, that is Will Alsop again. Ooh, just tried to have a little round the back shot, I think. Number 31 chasing after, is it? 21. So it's a little bit tough to pick up the numbers on our feed. Oh, and a powerful shot just over the top there for MMU. Not long left in this first quarter. It has been quite a tight game. I think you are seeing that these teams are very evenly matched, both having good attacks, both having goals. Should be good for everyone watching at home. Little pass across there, it's dangerous. Oh, and I think that is a goal for MMU. Who was that? Turn around so we can see your shirt number. I believe it is number 9. 19 maybe. If it's 19, that is Will Hurst, but I'm not 100% sure if it is 19. Yep. Confirm for me, yes it is. My eyes aren't terrible, get in. So 2-1 to MMU. Maybe a fair display of the first quarter here. They have probably had more attacks, but it's very even so far. Loughborough hoping to get something back before the end of this first quarter. MMU will have the ball here, and they would definitely like to go through and up if they can before the end of the quarter. Little slap down on the stick there. The ref is giving it to Loughborough. He's running down the line. Number 21 has passed it off to 14. Passing it around behind the goal. There's the goal scorer for Loughborough, Vincent Cugno, on the ball right now. Maybe looking to add to his tally or get a little assist. How is it playing in conditions like these?
It's not fun, I'm not going to lie. It adds to the intensity of the game. Yeah, it's difficult. It's like a close attempt there from Loughborough. Yeah, I can imagine getting a smack from one of those sticks when your skin is stinging is not the best thing in the world. I am not jealous of the players out there right now.
Nice little bit of play here in their own half, going forwards. MMU. A little bit of stepping. He wants a shot. Well saved by the keeper. I think that might have been his face rather than his stick, but it stopped it from going in the goal. That's all that matters. A little bit of a fumble for the ball here, but looks like MMU have kept it. Little pass in there. Oh, number 19. I don't think he'd be happy with that. He has looped that a lot. Will Hurst again. Another chance for MMU. Not quite. I think MMU may be keeping this. Oh, maybe not quite. Yeah, it's an interesting rule about the when the ball goes out behind the goal, whoever's closest gets it, and I believe that's the end of the first quarter here. Tight game so far, very evenly matched. What do you think?
Absolutely. I mean, MMU have taken the lead there, but it's neck and neck.
Yeah, I mean, for two teams that are struggling a little bit in the league so far, they're probably doing quite well. They are not quite conceding the numbers that they have in previous games. I mean, at the moment it would be, if it stayed the same, about 84 by the end, which is a lot less than both teams have had in the last few games. And you did have a win in their last, though, so they may be feeling quite confident about it. And that's the end of the first quarter. Looking forward to the second. So just a 2-minute break here between quarters. MMU coach is out there having a few words with his players, and I think the Loughborough coach is saying it in the dugout as well. I mean, I guess the MMU coach can be happy, can be unhappy, probably wants his team to keep up more of their same, but the Loughborough coach will definitely get in their ears. Loughborough are considered quite a good sporting university, and this is probably below par for them.
The weather seems to be clearing up though. It's not raining as much now. Might be looking up.
That is definitely good for all involved. I've got to say, the keeper is the smartest one. He has trackies on. All the rest of them wearing shorts. They are crazy. It is freezing out there. So the players are lining up here for the second quarter. Here comes the draw. All set. And we're off. Always a battle in the middle for that first ball. A few smacks of the stick, you're not getting away that easy. What is the defensive system in lacrosse? Is it a lot of man marking in particular, or is it more zonal?
It is quite a lot of man marking. From when I used to play, it was very much like that. Defence is strong. You have to. You have your positions, but also it can be a bit of a free for all sometimes unless you're offside.
Don't let everyone run past you all the time and smack them with your stick as much as possible. Yeah,
everyone is defended. MMU taking the ball down the pitch, cradling it.
There's number 1 there for MMU, Kobe Thompson. I think he's just dropping back into defensive positions, as you cannot overload each end of the pitch. You're only allowed a certain amount of players in each zone. And you're just passing it around. I think for them, obviously, you can't waste too much time in the cross, as there is a limit, but they don't want to rush it too much and do something like this, where now Loughborough has a good chance in the counter-attack. Number 44 there, Max Hopley, just holding the ball and passing it off. Refs. Substitutions here. 13 has come off MMU. Number 20 has come on for Loughborough. Unless he was already on, which he may have been. Loughborough on the attack here, they wanted to get an equaliser. It's interesting in a game where you have time limits on attacks that they seem so patient. I know if that was me, I'd probably be too frantic for this game. I would think that 30 seconds is about 2 seconds long and just try and zip it straight in the goal, I imagine.
It's longer than you think. It's longer than you think. They may seem patient, but I'm sure they're
not.
Oh,
and I'm sorry to cut you off there. Big strike from number 31 there for Loughborough. That is Hayden Kreitz. He's the other player for Loughborough training with the Dutch national team, and you can see why there. That was a great strike from far away. You see the replay here. Little pass back. Around the edge, no one on him. Top corner, keeper didn't have a chance. So that's 2-2. Very even game, unsurprisingly an even scoreline. I would love to know the amount of fingers broken in this game worldwide. I think it would be outrageous. It may be one of those things where it's the leading cause of broken fingers. Loughborough going to try and take the lead here with a big shot gone wide. They've got the ball again here behind the goal.
Good defence from MMU here.
Yeah, they have been defending well, but for that goal, they must have dropped off somehow because the Hayden Kreitz just had absolutely as much space as he wanted. Out here trying a big cross in. Oof, keeper's done very well to catch that there. Big launch from the keeper, about the halfway line on the pitch. And me on the attack here. Oh, 3-2. Who was that? Wow. That could have been... I can't quite see his number.
Yeah, it's number 21.
Oh, 21. That is Jacob Brindale. I think he's actually slightly more of a defensive player normally, but that is a great strike. You'd be very happy with that. So 3-2 to MMU. I think the man taking the draw here for MMU has bought his own helmet. He's got a slightly fancier one than most of the lads out there. Bit of argy-bargy, but it looks like MMU are going to get the ball here. Oh no, Loughborough's done well to pick it up. Bit of scrapping just in front of us, and MMU have come away with it. I think that's number 23 for MMU. He's got a little pass into the middle if he wants it. Oh, number 3, little turn. And again, see you later. Oh, lovely goal there. That is number 3, Will Greaves for MMU. That was a lovely goal. A little spin, a little fake, and then bottom corner. There's one little spin. See you with a fake. And again, oh, just a lovely little finish down to the bottom corner. How impressive was that?
That was a clean goal.
Do you reckon you could pull that off?
Absolutely not. Maybe a few years ago.
Yeah, lovely guy. I'd be very happy with that. I think his coach would be as well. I mean, not only do these players take a beating, but they have to be so nimble. The little spins and turns there were incredible in such a tight space as well.
Absolutely. Number 4 here.
I think they make it look easy as well, holding the ball in that stick. But I think for a normal person to actually try to do that, and even with no pressure, just try and run with that ball in there, I think they would struggle. You hear confident as they're 4-2 up. He's got a bit of space. 23 out to 4. 4 with a nice helmet, and he's pushing forwards. Oof, and I think he's either hit the bar or the post legs are really pinged. I think we could hear it all the way up in the studio there. And you keep the ball. Oh, great pass. Number 19 for MMU under a bit of pressure. Will Hurst, that is number 19, little pass off. Oh, and a great goal. Number 23, Corey Carver for MMU. Just getting hit by a few sticks, but shunned them all off. Shoots it in nice and low. Keeper's struggling with these low shots, and I think MMU may have clocked that now and are really out for blood. So that is 5-2. What a quick turnaround that was. I mean, this second quarter started with a Loughborough goal straight away, so I thought maybe it would stay even, but now MMU have really turned it on. I think they've called a timeout. Oh, we're zoomed in on us. Lucky us. Hello. Very funny, Sam. I'm here for commentary. I've got the face for it and not the voice for audio. That made no sense at all, but we're here. He's put me off. I'm not expecting to see my own face in a sporting game. The players just resetting here after that timeout. Yeah, I'm surprised the Loughborough keeper has conceded 3 low shots. I mean, seemed so promising in that first quarter, and maybe he's just unlucky to concede these few. And we are doing very well, putting a lot of pressure on Loughborough though. They're on the attack here, they'll be hoping to get one back. You've nicked the ball back here though, and they're on the attack again. Loughborough will not want to concede here. I believe the ref has given a foul there. Push from number 5 from Loughborough, I believe, is what he's saying. Oh, maybe he just corrected himself to 52. MMU with the ball here. Little pass out, little fake and then a pass. And again. Oh, lovely little slip inside. Not quite got the shot off though, well blocked by Loughborough. Just get a little bit scrappy in there. I think MMU have come away with the ball. Oof, big shot, but safe by the keeper this time. As he runs way behind his goal, looking to open up a little bit of space for his team to run forwards. Nice little pass there to number 44, Max Hopley. A little bit of a fumble there from Loughborough though, he's dropped it and now MMU come away with the ball. A few smacks to the stick, but he's not giving up that easy. That 3, 4 and 19, so number 3 Will Greaves, number 4 Will Allsop and number 19 Will Hurst all seem to be picking up the ball in the middle there, very confidently passing it around with each other. Oh, I don't know how he's missed from so close there, but it's gone wide from number 20. I'm not sure who number 20 is, as he is a sub, I believe. Apologies to you, my man. Little run behind the goalie from MMU. Looking for space. Or maybe he wanted to go on his own there, but he's just been knocked off the ball. And Loughborough come away with it here. Number 31, Hayden Kreitz. He seems very involved in this game.
There's plenty of space here now.
Loughborough just looking to maybe get one back here. They are putting a bit of pressure on MMU at the back. About 4 minutes left in this quarter and this half. Little pass out wide. Number 16 getting a little prod, but he keeps on running. Little pass out wide, back into the middle for number 26. 17, Josh Kenner on the ball right now, trying to do a little bit of trickery with his stick, a few step rounds, taking a few pokes for his time. Really physical battle there between, I think, number 19 and maybe number 1 for MMU, 19 for Loughborough. Out for a Loughborough ball. Going for a big run. Keep passing it around the edge here. What they need to do is get a goal. Oh, and his little stumble there, and he's lost the ball. MMU on the attack. Attacking, I believe that's Will Hurst, number 19. He's very involved in this game. Little pass, 21. Oof, and he's just shot that wide. Jacob Brindell will be unhappy with that one. Lucky to keep the ball there after a little bit of a miscatch after a goalkeeper throw. I'm not even sure how that has gone in. I couldn't even keep track of the ball there, but there's a goal there for Loughborough. I think that may be number 9, Vincent Cugno again. I think he's on at least 2 so far. Oh, a little bit tricky between a few players as well, and just managed to slot it home, top corner. Lovely goal. So that is 5-3, Loughborough trying to get back into it. Not long left now in the second quarter.
Lacrosse is one of those games, they could really bring it back now, Loughborough. They can change really quick. Yeah,
it does seem like that. These fast-paced games, almost like basketball, you know, you could be leading for a little bit and all of a sudden you concede a few goals and you're well behind. Well, not goals in basketball, but you get the idea. Don't think the ref is happy how the Loughborough player attempted the draw there. Pass that wide from here. They're probably trying to get that goal back again, get them a nice 3-goal lead to go into the second half. Oof, very powerful attempted shot there, flown behind. I think MMU will keep it.
Pass out number 23 there.
A little run from 23. Oh, and it's a goal from 23 as well. Corey Carver, lovely little run from the reset at the back. Nice goal, 6-3 MMU. And I think that may be the end of the quarter. Yes, it is. That is half time. So we'll be back with you for the third quarter and the second half in general. caught a little bit unawares there. We start with an MMU attack, charging forward. It's bobbling about in there, but I think the keeper's managed to pick it up. Yes, he has. Yeah, Luke Willard, the one who's been training with the Dutch team, I think. I don't think he'll be massively happy with the team performance so far. And there's a goal for MMU out of nothing. I think there's a missed pass from Luke Willard, which has ended up with in an MMU end, and he's just chucked it straight in the goal. Too easy. Oh, it wasn't actually half-time before. It may have been a break. I'm not sure what that was. I think it may be half-time now. Yes, sorry for the confusion there. I think we were unsure what was happening, but it looks like they are now stopping for half-time and changing ends. But 7-3 as we go into the third quarter. Yeah, sorry for the confusion there, guys. Yeah, it is half-time now. It must have been a timeout before, but it is half-time now. And we are back now, actually, for the second half and the third quarter. Hoping for more of the same from MMU, and we'll see if Loughborough have an answer for the 7-3 scoreline.
Loughborough taking the ball there.
Oh, an early goal, number 9 for Loughborough. That is Vincent Cugno. I believe that is 3 for him so far today. He'll be hoping to keep Loughborough in this game. 7-4 straight into the third quarter. The MMU coach will definitely not be happy with that. You don't want to concede first thing. Nice little finish though there from number 9, Vincent Cugno. Again, I think the MMU players, their right side at the back, that's the second or third they've conceded from that side. They just need to be a little bit more aware down there. Hayden Kreitz there charging forward with the ball for Loughborough. All the way behind the goal. Getting bullied, but he doesn't want to lose the ball. I think that may be a foul there on the Loughborough player. That was quite brutal. So here's Vincent Cugno on the ball again for Loughborough. Little pass to the back. Dropped it, but he's got time to pick it back up. Number 26 for Loughborough, that is Patrick Partis. Couple little drops there. I mean, the wind and rain has just picked back up again, so that may be what it is. The rain is really coming down out there now. I think the players have been hoping that it stayed dry at least for the rest of this game, but unlucky, you are in Manchester. When you're a player, Kira, what were the main things your coaches used to tell you to kind of stick to in the game?
Spread out, just to spread out. You can easily collect around the goal and not have, and then when you need a pass, you haven't got it. They're doing it quite well here. I mean, is that Loughborough with the ball there? They're bringing it back down the field. I think it's
MMU actually on the attack right now. It's hard to tell on this monitor when the rain is coming down so heavy. Their kits are blending into each other a little bit.
You just want clean passes. You need that space.
Yeah, it does seem like a very open game. There's a lot of space for, well, it seems like a lot of players, but they get split up. MMU keeping the ball here on the attack.
So he needs an opening now.
Yeah, I see what you mean. They were a little bit congested there right in front of the goal.
Back out a bit further to number 19.
As Will Hurst has been on the ball a lot so far this game. Must be a key player for MMU. Oh, little passing behind the goal in front of it. Oh, and I think that is a goal as well. Number 20, I believe, for MMU.
That was clean then. Nice pass coming out.
Yeah, little flick just straight over the goal down the centre, and a little bit of trickery. Keeper couldn't quite get to it, and he lashed out in a bit of frustration there, but it is a goal, and he is not happy with himself there. Luke Woolard. Having a very tough game so far. So 8-4 here for MMU. They'll be very happy with that, trying to keep that lead up. I mean, if they can get 2 more, this would be MMU's highest scoring game of the season so far, so they'll definitely be happy with that. God, really pushing into each other there. Neither of them wanted to give up the ball.
23 carrying the ball now down the pitch, just cradling it.
Corey Carver, that is. Very confident with the ball. Oh, a little kick there of the ball. Is that allowed? I thought that was no bueno.
I couldn't tell you. A little kick.
I mean, maybe he's pretending it was just an accidental step into it, but it definitely looked like he tried to kick it back to his teammate there. Behind the goal again. Maybe this is a little tactic they've been practicing. The little fakey behind the goal makes it more difficult to guess where the ball's going to end up. I mean, a bit of a wild shot that's gone wide there, but you keep the ball. Oh, it's gone all the way over to the rugby pitches. It's a small goal to defend in Lacrosse, but I would not want to try it myself. I think it'd still be very hard. The ball is quite small as well. And very hard ball. I believe it is a solid rubber. As you know, Kira, from taking a few to the face in your time.
Absolutely. It is not a nice ball. MMU coming around the goal here. That's at number 3.
Yeah, MMU really taking charge here. Looking very confident. Will Hurst, and I'm not sure who the other lad there is, just passing it around for fun, just trying to keep the ball. 23, Corey Carver as well. Loughborough get the ball here though, and they'll be hoping to get something from this counter-attack. They will definitely need a goal as soon as possible if they want to stay in this. Big run from number 31 there. He doesn't want to give it up. A little pass off. Looking for someone in a better position to shoot. Back to number 31. He started it. Can he finish it? And he does. Lovely goal there from number 31 for Loughborough. That is Hayden Kreitz, the one who's training with the Dutch team, and I see why. Again, ran all the way up from his own defensive zone. Little pass off to some other players. Straight back to him for a big finish in the back of the net. What a zip. Oh, that bounce. It's a tough one, I think. When it bounces and it's hard and fast, it's very hard for the keeper, I think, to stop that. Bit of the rain as well can make it skid a little bit differently. Once it's bounced, it can have a little bit of a different spin in it, making it very difficult. I mean, as a goalkeeper yourself, Kira, how do you find those kind of bouncing, spinning balls?
It's hard to predict. In Lacrosse as well, there's a lot of faking. It's not a clean game. It's hard to predict.
You do often see quite high score lines. It can easily be both teams in double ditches, can't it? Because, yeah, I think the goalkeeper may have the hardest job on the pitch right now.
Absolutely.
I mean,
got more freedom in this game than others as a keeper.
But I'm not surprised because they have to get a rock-hard ball launched at them 30 times a game, so I think they should be given a lot of freedom.
Absolutely. Number 9 took a shot there. MMU defending well.
That's number 9, Vincent Cugno. I believe he's already got 3 this game, probably looking to add to his tally even more. I think he can be happy with his performance today, even if the rest of his team maybe can't say the same. And you're just trying to move at the pitch here, cradling the ball. And there's Will Hurst again. He just seems absolutely essential to MU. He's always in that central position, picking it up, looking for passes off and shots for himself. 23, is that Corey? Yeah, Corey Carver. They're going for another shot that's just gone wide. I think MMU have got the ball though still. So just over halfway through this quarter, MMU in the driving seat at the moment, 8-5 up. A few little fakes. There's Will Hurst. Corey Carver into the middle. Oh, round the back. That was a lovely goal. What a finish that is. Number 21, Jacob Brindell. Take a bow, son. That was beautiful. Round the back, little fake. Keeper didn't have a chance. Let's watch this again on the replay. He's got the long stick as well. He just fakes one forwards and then slips it round the back. Keeper never stood a chance. What a finish. So 9-5 now to MMU. They're looking very good so far on the attack. A little bit more shaky at the back, but very, very good in the attack. Here we go for the face-off. It's honestly reminiscent of a rugby ruck. They are really on top of each other at the beginning.
Bit of a shuffle there, but MMU takes the ball. That's number 19.
Will Hurst again. Yeah, he is top draw today. Out to Corey Carver.
Passing out wide. Needs a pass here. Just missed that.
A little bit too much. A little bit too high there for number 20. I'm not sure who 20 is. Maybe, or 21 is it? Jacob Brindell, the scorer of that lovely goal, but couldn't quite get that under control. No, it is 20. Unfortunately, I'm not sure who that is. Luke Willard again there on the ball, the goalkeeper for Loughborough. I mean, good player, but he definitely would not be happy with how the game is panning out so far. He's probably been facing way more than he would have liked to. And the ball's been turned over there. MMU have got it. It's getting a bit sticky out there. There's a lot of people trying to get the ball now. Very scrappy. And MMU have come away with it. Corey Carver. Don't think the ref is happy with something there. So score a stop. Not sure what they're not happy about, but there was definitely something. And there's a few subs swapping out here. I think 27 and 16 have come on for Loughborough. Number 11 has come on for MMU, replacing number 23, Corey Carver, who's having a very good game. Is there sort of a rolling sub situation where you can come off and come back on? Because I'm sure some of these have been swapping out a lot.
Yeah, you can call a time whenever. You can call a time swap whenever.
But I mean, with the substitutes, can they come off and come back on again?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can. Yeah. Some teams like to just sub in and out quite a lot.
Keep the fitness levels up.
Absolutely. Yeah, save your legs.
Again, I think that's similar to basketball in a way. It's such an intense cardio sport where you're running so much. I think you just need that constant set of fresh legs to keep the game going, or by the fourth quarter everyone will be knackered and you have about 3 players with stamina just bossing it.
At this point in the game they'll be feeling it as well.
Yeah, definitely, and out in the cold as well, your muscles get so stiff after even 20 minutes of playing sports, to be honest. I mean, I was just standing out there and I felt stiff as a board. MMU with the ball here though on the attack, looking to get into double digits. Oh, little ball behind, they have had success from this.
Loughborough seem quite collected here. Needs to probably spread out a little bit. Number 4 with the ball there. Just passing it around the goal.
Number 4 is Will Alsop here. Him and Will Hurst, a couple of Wills are doing well together.
Oh, bit of a stumble there.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Getting a shaken look from one of our reporters in the studio there. I thought that was a great line. Oh, and sorry, in all the fun and games, I think we may have missed a goal there. Did you see who that was, Kira?
Can't say I did.
But I believe that is now 10-5 to MMU. So MMU have equalised with their best score so far of the season. They've conceded a few more than they did in the 10-2 win against Leeds, but I think they'll still be very happy with a 10-5 scoreline so far.
So just resetting now. Must be reaching the end of that third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's the 43rd or 44th minute, so there can only be 1 or 2 minutes left. Oh no, yeah, about 3 minutes and a little bit. Loughborough do well from the start. Kick-off, sorry.
31 taking it all the way down there.
Not quite got away with the goal though, and now MMU got on the counter-attack. There goes Will Hurst. Little ball out, number 3. Will Greaves, that is. Out to Will. Oh, this team has a lot of Wills in it. Will Greaves, Will Alsop and Will Hurst, all playing very well as well. A little pass behind the goal there. Number 3, oh, he goes for a shot there, Will Greaves. It doesn't quite come off. And I think he may have fouled the keeper in the proceedings there.
He was very much in the crease of that when he attempted that goal then. Keeper's still on the floor.
Yeah, Luke Willard's still down there, not very happy. He's even taken the helmet off. I can't quite tell what he's hurt there, if it's maybe a wrist or a knee, but he does not look very happy. The MMU players just taking the time here just to speak to each other, keep it all tight.
Be interesting to see what happens now. Whether they're going to sub someone in as another keeper, or is he going to carry on?
I mean, he has conceded 10 goals, unfortunately, but he's not having a bad game particularly. He's done well when he's actually carried the ball and gone forward with it. And as you said, he has been training with the Dutch national team, so he is probably one of their best players. And no matter how the game's going, you never want to lose your best. Did you ever have a game where you lost your star lady and it just kind of falls apart?
I've had a few, yeah. We had one player, Amy. The games when she'd hurt herself, we'd just go. It makes our team look bad now, but if we lost her, we basically lost the game.
Well, I think sometimes as well, not only do you lose the ability of a star player, but mentally it definitely takes a hit on the team.
When you're a team, and it's hard to lose somebody. The balance is off.
Someone, especially in a defensive zone in most sports, when you've got someone there that you can rely on and you know has that quality, it always gives you more confidence going forward and defending. And yeah, they will not be happy to lose him if they do here. But he looks like he's okay. He's got back up. He's got his helmet back on, and I think he's looking to play on. And Loughborough here, I think the coach is just taking they just need to get a message to their team now. Yeah, they've called the timeout, I think. Loughborough are desperately trying to get a message to their team. They need to get back into this. 10-5 is not looking good for them. There's only about a minute left in this quarter as well. I mean, they keep calling these timeouts really late on, and personally I feel like if you're going to call the timeout, you may as well do it with a few minutes to go, so there's actually a chance to implement whatever tactics you are trying to get across to the team. But if that's what Loughborough want to do, that's what they want to do, and they'll be hoping they can get something better from the end of this third quarter and the last quarter.
They're going to need to pull it back here, Loughborough. They're going to have to want it.
Yeah, they have to put a real shift in. MMU are looking very good at the moment. I think if anything, MMU have kind of grown into the game and got better as it's gone on, and even though Loughborough have popped up with goals, they're definitely holding less and less of the ball as it's gone on, and tiring defending a lot.
So I think we're bringing it back in a second.
Yeah, Loughborough just coming back out of their little huddle. I mean, you can't get ahead of themselves here. They may have a 5-goal advantage, but as we've said, that can change very quickly. I mean, Loughborough have scored in about 3 seconds from the tip here before, and it's not written in stone yet, the win, but they will be feeling confident. I think they stay confident, but stay sharp.
Absolutely. Things can flip really, really quickly, and Loughborough seem to be good at these face-offs. It's passing it in, actually, now. Loughborough with the ball there.
Yeah, running down the line, little pass.
Good defence from MMU there, bit messy.
Number 16 there, James Alexander for Loughborough. Maybe trying to do a little bit too much himself and just look for the pass off. Loughborough did have the man behind the goal, and MMU have been quite successful with actually passing it to that player for a pass into the danger zone, but Loughborough aren't going for it. But number 31 here, well blocked by the keeper. Number 31 there, Hayden Kreitz again. He's definitely one of the main men for Loughborough. He seems very good and probably feeling a little bit let down by his teammates so far this game, but he's having a good game personally. MMU doing well here on the quick attack. Couldn't quite get the shot off, so he's gone for the pass. It's kind of tipped up. The ref's calling a foul there, I believe. He's chucked the little yellow handkerchief up in the air. And game on. MMU with the ball here, looking to extend their lead.
Good pass there, straight in.
Yeah, because there was 23. Corey Carver has come back on after he was substituted before. So here goes the keeper, very confident with the ball, running behind his net, trying to just get his players spread out, get him spread out so they can open up some space for some good passing. And he's very confident to run up the field. I mean, I guess when you're 10-5 down, there's nothing to lose. But that is the end of the third quarter, 10-5 to MMU. We'll be back in a minute with the final quarter. And we're back now for the fourth quarter. MMU looking to maybe extend the lead even more, get their highest tally of the season so far, and Loughborough probably looking for a bit of damage control, see if they can get back into it, but try not to concede too many more. Kira, how would you motivate yourself to go out and get beaten by lots of sticks when you are getting beat by a few goals?
You don't always think about it that way. It's not actually about being battered. Lacrosse is very much a team sport. You've got to be able to rely on people totally. It's like, now look at this. He's taking this right down the pitch. He needs that pass. He's not going to be able to get this in. It's just been hit there by an MMU player, but it's a game about trust.
Maybe a little bit of lack of trust sometimes from the Loughborough players, as sometimes they maybe go on their own more than a pass, and I think a lot of team games, more and more passing always helps. Holding the ball and passing it around, you will always do better. Trying to do things on your own doesn't often work out well and can actually end up annoying your teammates a little bit. I mean, I'm sure these guys know what they're doing, but they just need to try and get back in this.
Goal here, though. They've got to trust each other.
A little bit of a fumble there, but I think he will keep it for Loughborough. Yeah, well done. Number 31 there, Hayden Kreitz again. I mean, 31 Hayden Kreitz and number 19 Will Hurst, both being central for their teams and crucial for how their team has played. I mean, it has been more effective on Will Hurst's standpoint, but both being very good today. Loughborough with the ball here behind the goal, number 9. Vincent Cugno. He's having a good game as well, to be fair to him. I think he's had 2 or 3 goals himself. But MMU on the counter here. 21 with a big pass across to number 20. Oh, it's dangerous. Oh, number 22 for MMU there. Joe Mint has just fumbled that a little bit when he was in a very dangerous position. Here comes number 3 though. Will Greaves. Out to 20 again. Well stopped by the keeper. That's what I mean, he conceded 10, but he has been very good, the goalkeeper, and very confident with the ball. I mean, maybe they should look to potentially play more up the pitch and letting the attack in more. What would you think for that?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, the goalie keeps stepping out quite a lot, which is good.
There is a Loughborough goal there, number 16. That is James Alexander, I believe. Yeah, a little pick up out wide, just a run in and catch the keeper through the legs as well. Keeper definitely won't be happy with that. Nothing worse than a ball going through your legs for a goal. But that is 10-6.
Just drawing it back to a face-off now again.
I mean, these two must be on a first-name basis by now. They have been together so much throughout this game, wrestling each other at the beginning for the ball. A little flick out there. They're not even sure where the ball is themselves, but MMU have got it, I think. Yeah, well kept there. Number 20. So unfortunately, name we do not have. There's Will Greaves, though. Oh, a brilliant stop from the goalkeeper. Luke Willard. Well done. Gone out behind. I think it's a Loughborough ball. I think the ref's just given us them being closer there. Yes, they have. You could get back into this Loughborough still. I mean, another one, and MMU could get nervous, but they definitely cannot afford to concede a single in this quarter. Running down the line here, number 44.
Good, clean pass there. Some serious defence from MMU, number 21. He's battering him with his stick.
That is number 9, Vincent Cugno, who has been doing very well, so I'm not surprised that the defenders want to knock some lumps out of him for scoring a few goals so far. And number 16 there, James Alexander on the run. He's just scored recently, so he'll probably be feeling very good right now. Pass out 26, Patrick Partis. 17, Josh Kenner. Just holding the ball here, going around the goal. Don't want to lose it, that's for sure. You don't want to get timed out either.
Number 14's really going for the defence there.
Yeah, number 1's getting stuck in as well. Ooh, 26. Patrick Partis with a shot there for Loughborough, but well stopped by keeper and taken away by, there he is, the main man, Will Hurst again, running this team. I think Loughborough ended up with the ball back though. He wants a shot himself, but he's just lost out, and MMU come again. Little step inside between two. Number 4, Will Alsop.
He's looking for that pass here. Straight to number 3.
Will Greaves, another one of the Wills.
It's looking like they need to get a little bit wider. He needs that pass. There's plenty of space around that goal.
Yeah, they're not quite doing as well. Oh, that's a very strong shot there from number 4, but a little bit wide. Yeah, before MMU doing so well to find that space around behind and to the side of their goal, but maybe just tired legs, the movement has slowed down a little bit. It is only 10 minutes left in this game, and that is understandable. It has been quite an intense game for the MMU attack. They've done a lot of running about. A little wide shot there from 20 for MMU. MMU have been very good today, but if you were the coach and you wanted to take something away to train on for the rest of the week, what would you be thinking about, Kira?
I'd probably say they need to maybe commit a little bit more. They need to think about where they are, maybe trust each other. It seems like when they're getting those, they are getting the shots, but they're not spacing out enough. I think there maybe needs to be a little bit more work on their defence in spreading out, making sure they're thinking, if I was you now with the ball, where would I want to be? They need to put themselves into each other's shoes a little bit. But they are looking like a strong team. They need to not get a little bit cocky in these last 10 minutes, even though they are 4 points ahead.
No, you definitely can't risk that. There is still definitely enough time for Loughborough to get back into it. I think the ref may have called a foul that he wasn't happy about. Not sure if he maybe shot inside the crease there potentially, but I'm not sure who's getting the ball here. No, it looks like Loughborough keeping the ball, so it must have been a foul from MMU player.
Just sub 23 is back
on.
Number
Corey
1.
Carver and number 1, Kobe Thompson's come off. And I think number 3, yeah, number 3, Will Greaves has come off for MMU. Yeah, MMU have been very good, I think. A little bit of danger from that right-hand side in front of the goal. They've conceded a couple from there that maybe they want to look at. And as you said, yeah, spacing out in defence and keeping the space open later on in the game. As we've seen, they did so well in the attack early doors, and just as maybe as their legs have got a bit more tired, they've not been quite putting that commitment in to get wide, to get into space for their teammates. Will Greaves is back on now. And 21 is off. That is Jacob Brindell. He scored that lovely little round the back goal.
Lovely wide passes here from Loughborough.
I think for Loughborough, if say they could get to 7 or 8, but they could just keep the ball for this last 8 or 7.5 minutes, I think that would be. I think they'd be happy with that, and I think the coach at least then has something to move forward with.
Absolutely.
They are going in the attack a lot though. They are keeping the ball. I mean, you just maybe have a little bit of defensive training right now just to make sure they don't concede another one and keep a decent 10-6 scoreline.
Passing to 26 here.
Patrick Partis, that is, and number 9 goes for a zipping shot, but the keeper's done well. A little bit scrappy close to the goal. Oof, bit of argy-bargy there, but Loughborough have come away with it. Number 17, Josh Kenner. 21 to 9, out to 20 there. Ooh, thought he was going to go for a shot, to be honest. Maybe didn't believe in himself. But MMU have come away with the ball, I think.
That was some good defence there from MMU.
Yeah, a little interception there. I'm surprised that number 20 for Loughborough didn't take a shot then. It looked like he had the space, but maybe just from this angle it looked more open than it was down there. Loughborough with the ball here, attacking MMU.
Passing pretty cleanly here. He needs that other pass to get it close to the goal. Passing behind the goal here.
See, it is a lot of man marking when the ball is more in play, but as soon as it gets to defending, I think there's normally 3 or 4 people in front of the goal just doing that zonal, stop them from getting a nice straight shot on, and just do anything to block the ball from going in. They've got padding on their arms, some more than others, but is there any padding under the shirt?
Yeah, so there's like kind of a chest plate, should I say? So there's a shoulder padding on the arms. But your legs, however, are just
Bare.
gonna get battered.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was going to say, taking one of these clean to the chest could easily crack a rib, I think. But yeah, I noticed that in the women's game as well. So much protection on all the rest of your body, but your shins and your knees and your thighs can just get battered, and people are happy for that.
Absolutely.
I think I'd probably be out in full cricket garb with the shin protectors, everything.
You'll be moving very fast in that. Number 19 with the ball here.
Will Hurst ref is not happy about something. Is it maybe a time out as the players seem to be running across their coaches? Yeah, I think they've called a timeout here. Not sure who called it, but there is a timeout. MMU coach still giving instructions, even though his team are winning with only just over 5 minutes left. Changing the stick as well. I know that there is different lengths of stick in lacrosse, but I kind of assume that you would generally stick to one. But it seems like these players are quite happy to actually change out from the longer to the shorter during game. Do you think that maybe that's like a tactical, a little bit of confusion for the other team potentially?
Maybe. I think it's others feel like they want to take a shot. Yeah, they could be playing tactics here. MMU seem pretty tight. Like you said, the coach is still giving them quite clear instructions and not getting ahead of themselves, which is good.
Yeah,
but swapping the sticks might just be a bit of a mind game, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe just trying to keep throwing the other team off, so I'm not sure what to expect from any of the players. I think the timeout is over here, though, as they go back out onto the pitch. So 5 minutes and 11 seconds left in this game. Loughborough will be hoping to maybe get 1 or 2 back just for a bit of pride. MMU will be hoping to see this game out well. Coach has a little bit of a smile on his face as he runs back off the pitch. The MMU coach, that is. I mean, if you couldn't guess.
So it's number 3 with the ball here.
Just walking it in. Not getting too close. 21 out to 20. Number 4 there. Will Allsop, number 4. He's been very influential in this game. Always there for the face-offs as well, so he must be quite tough. I think MU, I wouldn't say relaxed, but they're not rushing it here. They do not need to knock themselves out or put themselves in a risky position. They are solidly in the lead so far.
Some strong defence from Loughborough there. They might be thinking about how much they want this game.
I mean, yeah, the Loughborough defending this quarter has been very tight and their attack's been very good. I think if they played like that maybe for the whole game, they'd be in a much better position now.
Some clean passes from MMU here. It's number 19 again. Oh, they've just lost it.
Yeah, and there's a Loughborough ball. Luke Woolard probably quite happy to get the ball there and stop the MMU attack. We'll see if he goes for another one of his downfield runs. No, he just passed it straight off to number 44. Max Hopley is 44 for Loughborough. Covers number 30, a little pass off to 16. Can he get one in the middle, behind the goal? Out on the their left, keeper's right hand side, down to 20 in the centre. Out again to 31. They're doing well to keep the ball here and moving it around nicely, but they need goals, Loughborough, so I know you don't want to go too frantic, you need patience, but I think at the moment they just need to start just trying to pepper the goal a little bit and see if they can get 1 or 2 just for a little bit of pride for themselves and maybe make the keeper a little bit nervous. But there's only 3 minutes now left in this game. It's going to be very tough for Loughborough to get back into this, and I think MMU will be feeling very confident. a nice little run there from 17.
Just lost that again. Oh, Loughborough still got the ball there. Just looking for that pass, so he's going to drive it right through. MMU's defence is impeccable right now.
21 there, George Batty for Loughborough. Yeah, MMU looking good here. Not committing too many players, just trying to not give any good angles. Big run in here though. No, he's ended up running behind the goal.
Need to watch out for that corner there. He could just always pass it out.
See Loughborough holding the ball here, but not really doing much with it. I mean, you can pass it round all you like, but if you need a goal, you need to get it in the back of the net, not just keep the ball. Couple players rotating again here for MMU and for Loughborough. Seems like the coach for Loughborough as well has come out for a little chat with players. Maybe he's called another timeout. I mean, again, it seems a bit late for it, but
you never know.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
never know. Even if they get a couple more goals, it'll be better. You know.
Yeah, very good for them. I mean, this quarter alone, they must be happy. I mean, they've scored one and conceded none. And they've been the better team in this quarter. Like, definitely, if they'd played like this for the whole game, they'd be in a better position, potentially even winning. But
especially that opening goal.
I think MMU as well. Obviously, when you're a few goals ahead, it is easy to get a little. I don't want to say complacent to be harsh on the players, but a little bit complacent. You know, you don't have to put that extra bit of reach, and you don't need to risk hurting yourself when you are a few goals ahead. And I think they're doing very well in defence now, but maybe their attack has lost a bit of stamina and a bit of their edge, but still been a very good game overall for MMU.
Absolutely.
I'm sure the Loughborough coach as well next week will be talking about this quarter, saying if you can play like this, you can beat teams, you can be solid at the back and good in the attack, and I think that's just what they need now, and maybe a bit of confidence in them and a bit more training, and they should be there. Definitely not a bad team.
Just a little pass here. Number 20.
Number 9. Back to him. Out to 20. Back to number 9.
They need to get a little bit wider, it seems.
Wow.
Number 20
There we
wide
go. He's got to shoot. Not quite got it off quick enough. Didn't quite get the catch cleanly. 16. They're going for a big run though, and big defensive work from MMU. Then I think there's been a foul in the eyes of the ref. So MMU keeper's got the ball in. Oh no, he doesn't. The player there has it. Number 23. That is Will Green. No, Corey Carver. I'm sorry, Corey Carver carrying the ball down the line. No, number 20.
That wind is picking up.
Yeah, they called another time out there.
With less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, a minute and 3 seconds left, and they call another time out. Maybe they just don't want the game to end.
MMU need to not get complacent. These times out might throw them off. Even if there's a couple more goals, it might just throw them off.
Maybe that's a tactic of the coach there for Loughborough, just trying to break the game up a little bit and not let them get into a rhythm.
This is pretty normal for lacrosse, though. I mean, I remember when I used to play, timeouts were standard.
Yeah,
break
but
up the game.
I get it early doors in the game. I get it. Or like in a halfway through a quarter, but I mean, when there's a minute to go and you're 10-6 down, personally, if I was a Loughborough coach, I'd probably thinking, let's just get the game over and done with, so I can go in a nice warm room, get out of this rain, and get in a hot shower.
True,
maybe.
But a couple more goals might give them a bit more dignity.
Very true.
6-10 isn't great. This is quite low numbers for lacrosse as well.
I mean, yeah, two teams who have actually looked good today. I mean, have definitely looked good today, but haven't been doing great in the league. So, yeah, it's a tough one. Maybe not performing to their best of their abilities. The MMU with the ball here as we go again.
Some serious defence. Number 27 though, he's really going for him.
And 44 doing like a double man presser.
He needs a clean pass.
He's getting away from them though. Number 3 there, like Will Greaves. Yeah, he's a very good player, confident. He might run that time though. Maybe. Oh, little pass there. Oh, shot. A lot of power, but over the top. MMU keep the ball here. Not long left in this game. 17 seconds on our clock, but I think they might be a little bit ahead. Ooh, little smack with a stick there, just to say I am in front of you. Oh, and he just runs past him there, Will Greaves. Ref's throwing the little yellow handkerchief, but then allowing it go on. Oh, a nice little attempted pass out there, but didn't quite come off. I think they're saying technical foul there. And she runs back for the handkerchief. Always makes me laugh. In American football as well, they throw the little yellow thing to say it's a foul. It really cracks me up. What a wild thing to do. Just blow your whistle.
It's a bit animated.
Yeah. Drama queen. Oh. Throw my yellow handkerchief. Can't be much left in this game now, but Loughborough looking to get a late goal if they can. Ooh, almost, but not quite. Loughborough keeping the ball at the back here. Ooh, so fan there screaming with intensity. I'm not sure if she's watching the rugby or if she's watching this, but she is enjoying whatever she is watching. MMU with the ball here, well taken there in defence, and just a little bit of pass in the middle. Just running up, running the clock down as well. Ooh, lovely little fake. Pretend to pass it back, but just ran on forwards. Number 20 there. Unfortunately, I don't have number 20's name.
Loughborough marking well here. Bit of a nudge there.
Not quite enough though. And that is the game. It ends 10 for MMU and 6 for Loughborough. Resounding result for MMU, but maybe not fair enough. But the way they played in that last quarter was very good. But I think MMU, especially in the second and third quarter, were very dominant. And in the end, it's given them the win. Any last thoughts in the game, Kira?
I think MMU got a good win there. I think they deserved it. Like you said, though, Loughborough, if they played like they played in that last quarter, they really could have pulled it back. But it's just one of them. They've got notes to take home.
It's just one of those days, and now the rain has stopped after being in the cold and the blistering before. That is everything for tonight's game. We may have some interviews on the way for you, but that is all from us. So thank you very much for listening, and the commentary team are out.
Shall I pick up?
Hello.
We are here with
I'm here with Jake Brindle after a good MMU win. That's 2 wins and a bounce for you guys. How you feeling?
Yes, brilliant. It was a game we really needed to win, and we pulled it out of the bag for today.
A lovely little round-the-back goal, which, if anyone listens to the commentary will know that I lost my mind about. How do you feel about that?
It was brilliant. I didn't know I was going to do it myself until it happened, and then I heard it come off the pipe. It was absolutely brilliant.
Is that one that you practice, or is it just when you're messing around and then you just go for it in the game?
Yeah, it's definitely one you practice before the game with your friends. But yeah, just have it in the game was awesome.
I can see you got a bit of a scratch in your leg there. This is one of the most brutal sports I've ever watched. As someone who's not watched much of it, how do you learn to take such a beating throughout a game?
I'm a defender, so I get to deal with the beating. So that's why I enjoy it so much. But yeah, your arms just toughen up over the years, and yeah, it's good fun.
So you're a defender, but you scored one of the best goals in the game. How does that work?
I don't know how that works, but yeah, the team behind me, so it was awesome.
Yeah, so a little bit of a struggling start at the beginning of the season, but 2 wins and a bounce. You must be feeling very good. What has your coach said to you, in all those times out and after the game?
Yeah, Sweetman's been telling us different ways we can try and tackle different obstacles, and it's starting to come together now. It's starting to glue with the team, so yeah, it's been really good.
Yeah, you definitely look good out there. Loughborough maybe a little bit off of it at the bit, but that last quarter was tough, but you held on quite well. How did you feel about that, more in a defensive way?
Yeah, you could feel the pressure mounting on the goalkeeper and us defenders to try and pull something out the bag and try and get it just over the half, call a time-out, settle down, get the nerves under control, and try and just finish the game.
Okay, well, I think that's great. Thank you very much, Jake. Good game. Cheers.
Thank you.
Hi there, welcome back to Matchday Live. I'm joined by Luke Woolard, goalkeeper for Loughborough. How do you think the game went today?
Yeah, I'm obviously disappointing for us that we couldn't win, but I mean, all the guys put in a really big shift, emptied out the tanks. All in all, something we can be proud of, something to build on for the rest of the season. Considering the result from last year, it's a massive improvement for us. So yeah, just looking forward, hoping to improve, and yeah, we'll see you guys when you come down to Loughborough.
I've been told you've been training with the Dutch national team. Can you tell us anything, give us any insight into that?
Yeah, so I'm half Dutch, got a Dutch passport, so I've been training with them. Been lucky enough to be chosen to be part of the training squad for the for Worlds next summer. And yeah, just working at it, seeing how it goes. Don't want to get my hopes up too much, but just plucking away at it and hoping to get somewhere.
Have they offered any insight into it? Is there anything you can bring back to the team and help them progress?
Yeah, so the coaching there's really so specific goalie coaching, and that's something I really benefit off. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that, and it's giving me good insight, something I can bring back, and ways that they go about their defence really is something that I can help bring back to the Loughborough team as well.
Cheers, Luke. I'm also joined by Loughborough coach Matt Naden. How do you think the game went today in your eyes?
Tough loss. I think the boys really hustled out there today. Certainly second half they came out firing on all cylinders with a nice quick goal. Couple of quick goals in the second quarter, which I think let us slip out of the game slightly. But given the inexperience of our squad and the experience of the Man Met squad, I'm very happy with the result.
It was tough conditions out there today. Do you reckon that took any toll on any of the players?
A couple of the subs on the bench were starting to shiver, so we had shuttle runs up and down the side. But I think spirits were high the whole game, which was a real credit to the players.
Is there any positives you can take into the next game moving forward?
Some great individual defence. A lot of good goal scoring opportunities. Going ahead to Leeds, we're going to be looking to capitalise on that.
Cheers, thank you very much.
Thank you.